My name is Amok Kaliwa and I am presenting Science Tech. Today we are going to learn why data science is important. Let us start with Drew Conway's Venn diagram. This is a diagram which represents data science. Drew Conway's Venn diagram has three spheres. One of the spheres of Venn diagram is hacking skills. Hacking skills in simple terms is known as computer programming knowledge using tools. Nowadays, there are many tools to understand programming language, Java, R, Python, MATLAB, etc. Now, the second sphere of Venn diagram represents subject matter expertise or the substantiative expertise. Now, subject matter expert is a person who has in-depth knowledge in one of the domains. The third and the last sphere of the Venn diagram has maths and stats. When we combined the knowledge of domain expertise with the hacking skill is the most dangerous zone. This zone is dangerous. Why it is dangerous? Because the people only have domain expertise and the programming knowledge. In this combination, we do not have any algorithms involved. The combination of maths and statistics with hacking skills provides us machine learning approach. The combination of statistics and maths with the subject matter expert is a primitive approach where it is been utilized from decades and it is called as traditional research. Traditional research. The most important means the combination of all the three spheres, wherein you have the knowledge of mathematics and statistics, you have the knowledge of subject matter expertise, and you have the knowledge of hacking skills. That region is called as data science. So, what do we understand from this? Data science plays an important role by combining different spheres of domain knowledge, computer programming expertise, and stats and mathematical expertise. We understood Drew Conway's Venn diagram for data science. Now, let us understand how data science has evolved. Basic pillar of data science is stats. Now, what is stats? Stats utilizes mathematical models to understand the data and interpret. So, it uses math models to understand data and interpret. Let us understand this in a simple terms by an example. Consider a person wants to conduct a survey. So he collects the data from the group he wants to survey. Once he collects the data, he puts the data into tabular format and graphical interface. From these tabular and graphical information, he extracts and interprets the data to conclude some of the informations. So this is how a statistics model works. The next evolution of the statistics is machine learning. Now, what is machine learning? Machine learning is a concept where you program algorithms to understand past historical data patterns and implement on new data. So, machine learning learns and adapts from historical data without human interference. Machine learning learns and adapts from historical data without human interference. Similarly, the next evolution of machine learning is artificial intelligence. Now, what is the basic definition of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence utilizes algorithms on simulation based and captures and learns, mimics human intelligence to provide information to solve a problem. Artificial intelligence is a simulation based technique which learns and mimics human intelligence to solve a problem. To solve problem. Data science combines all the three techniques of statistics, machine learning and artificial intelligence to perform decision making rules to achieve better performance. So, artificial intelligence combines all the three verticals and comes up with some certain decision making rules to uphold the performance and solve a problem. We have understood the concepts of Drew-Conway's Venn diagram. Thereafter, we have seen the evolution of data science. Now, let us understand the key important points of data science. The first important point of a data science is what? Here, what represents the type of data which should be utilized to solve a problem, which includes quality of the data, quantity of the data, and so on. So, what represents data to solve a problem, which is quality, quantity, and so on. The second important point of data science is which. So, what does which mean? Which represents algorithm. So, there are many algorithms in machine learning language or artificial intelligence or data science stream. So, which algorithm should be utilized to come up or solve your problem? So, algorithm to solve the problem, to solve your problem. The third important point of data science is how. It is something like how to combine the algorithm and the data to solve the problem and get the output. Means it is how to combine data and algorithm to get output. Fourth important point of data science is where. You have analyzed the data, you have developed the algorithm, now you have received the output. How to utilize that output so that you can improve your performance. So, it is where to utilize. Where is the fourth important point of data science. So, improve performance from the output is the fourth important point of data science. We have understood Drew-Conway's Venn diagram on data science. Thereafter, we have learnt the evolution of data science from statistics to data science. Thereafter, the important points of data science. Now, let us speak about the upcoming videos where you will learn about data science. The basic pillar of data science is statistics. We will understand the concepts of measuring variability and spread of data science. Second, we will understand central tendencies of data. Third, how to build hypothesis, what is t-test, what is z-test, etc. Thereafter, what are distribution? There are in statistics, which are those distributions? We will be learning the measuring variability and spread in the data, central tendencies of data, how to build a hypothesis, perform t-test, z-test, ANOVA, etc. and different types of distributions, binomial distribution, exponential distribution, and so on. The second pillar of data science is machine learning. Machine learning, there are four types of machine learning. One is prediction, second is forecasting, Third is recommendation. Fourth is optimization. Prediction is further divided into supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Now, what is supervised learning? The data with the target attribute is called as supervised learning. Now, what is a target attribute? Consider you have many features. The features might be weather conditions such as wind speed, wind direction, air temperature, humidity, and your target, that is the thing which we want to perform, whether it will be a sunny day or rainy day. Sunny day and rainy day are the levels of your target attribute. This type of problem solving is called as supervised learning. Similarly, you have unsupervised learning. Now, what is unsupervised? Unsupervised learning is an approach where you don't have a target attribute. Consider the whole world. There are many continents in the world, and the food habits, geographical conditions, and other parameters totally differ from one continent to other continent. So here each continent represents as a cluster. Those type of problem solving approaches comes under unsupervised learning. In forecasting is a time series analysis. The main point in forecasting is the data is related to time. Either it is monthly, weekly, daily, even you will have a data in minutes format. So, time series data has 4 components. One is seasonality, second, cyclicity, third, trend, and fourth, randomness. If for instance happens over the seasons like rainy, summer, winter, spring, that is called as a seasonality. Thereafter, you have cyclicity. Cyclicity is a shorter duration than the seasonality, wherein you can see the drastic change in a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. Thereafter, trend. So, consider with the rainy season coming up, the umbrella sales goes up. As the rainy season comes up, the umbrella sales goes up. That is linearly correlated. Here, rainy season and umbrella are linearly correlated. This type of conditions are called as trend. Thereafter, when you remove all the 3 conditions that are seasonality, cyclicity, and trend, the remaining component is called as random component. After forecasting, recommendation is one of the branches of machine learning. Recommendation. Now, if you go any of the e-commerce website, either it is Flipkart, Amazon, you get recommendations. If you are the first time user, then you will get a recommendation on item to item based recommendation, or if you are a previously visited user, then depending on your search, you will get recommendation. So we will be studying on recommendation. Thereafter, optimization. As you all know, Google Maps provides us to and fro destinations. From source to destination, there are different routes which we can travel, but Google Maps utilizes the least distance and the least time to travel from your source to destination. This type of methodology is called as optimization. Let us understand the third pillar of data science, that is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has numerous algorithms. The pronounced algorithms are ANN, CNN, and RNN. ANN means artificial neural networks, CNN is convolution neural networks, RNN is recurrent neural networks. ANN is utilized for prediction, CNN and RNN are utilized for optimization and text mining. We will be studying all these concepts in future videos. Data science is combination of all these concepts for decision making. We will study in detail all these concepts in future videos. If you like the video, please share, comment, like, subscribe my channel. Thank you.